speaker. That is Stormwater Control Practices at Chicago and Suburbs by Dr. Kaja Moinuddin. Sir, Dr. Kaja, please welcome.
My name is Kaja Moinuddin. I'm originally from Hyderabad. And after completing my bachelor's in civil engineering, I moved to Chicago. And I have been working in the field of civil and environmental engineering from the last 23 years. Presently, I work with the Metropolitan Water Reclamation of Greater Chicago. I'm in the stormwater management section from the last 2 years, and prior to that, I was in the process design. Next, I will be talking of what our agency does in the Chicago. Basically, since I was given 10 to 15 minutes, so basically I will try to cover these topics. Our mission, MWRD stands for Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. That's the mission and the governance and the history of MWRD and MWRD services that we provide in Chicago, and how do we control the flooding in Chicago, and the stormwater management. MWRD's mission. The MWRD's mission is to protect the health and safety of the public in its service area, protect the quality of water supply, Lake Michigan, improve the quality of water in watercourse in its service area, protect businesses and homes from flood damages, and manage water as a vital resource for its service area. And now I'll be talking about our governance. MWRD is an autonomous body, and it's run by 9 elected officials, nine commissioners, and one of the commissioners is with us today, Frank Avila. He's one of our commissioner, and he's also the finance chair. He's here with us right now. And our budget is $1.2 billion, and our commissioner is responsible for that budget. Now let me talk about the history of MWRD. In 1885, with no wastewater treatment plants like we have in Hyderabad, when I left in India back in 1992, there was no wastewater treatment plant then, so it was the same thing for Chicago in 1885, so there was no wastewater treatment plant, and all the pollutants basically through the Chicago River, it gushed into the Lake Michigan, and that's how 16% of the Chicago population wiped out because of the waterborne diseases. So the legislature basically at that time formed the district, formed the sanitary district, which is now called Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Chicago. So basically, one of the major achievements that we made in the beginning was to reverse the flow of Chicago. So how do we do that? Basically, it requires constructing various canals, sanitary ship canal. That's one of the canals that we built, and also we built Calsec Channel and also North Shore Channel to keep the pollutants away from the Lake Michigan. MWRD also constructed 560 miles, which is 900 kilometers of intercepting sewers, and force mains ranging from sizes 6 inches to 27 feet in diameter to connect with all the municipalities of Cook County. Basically, I know you all know about the intercepting sewers. Basically, they are the sewers which bring all the sewage from the municipalities back to the plants. MWRD built their first Calumet sewage treatment plant in 1922, and 6 additional water reclamation plants were built soon thereafter. One plant is one of the world's biggest plant, which is now called Stickney Water Reclamation Plant. MWRD also constructed 22 pumping stations. So this slide basically shows, was like from 1900, shows like, okay, can you go to the next slide? Sorry, I was not following with you. No, before. Go back. Yeah, go back one more. So this basically shows like how the the Chicago River was actually dumping everything into the Lake Michigan, and now the district undertook an incredible plan to protect the lake by reversing the flow of the Chicago and later Calumet River away from Lake Michigan. So this slide shows how we made all these different canal systems to keep the pollutants away from Lake Michigan. Following are some of the services that we provide at the district. Our agency serves an area of 883 square miles, which includes the city of Chicago and 128 municipalities. Municipalities means like all the villages and towns, so we serve 128 municipalities and the entire city of Chicago. The district serves an equal, MWRD and the district both are same, so I'll be using either the MWRD or the district, so both means the same. The district serves an equivalent population of 10.35 million people, 5.25 million real people, a commercial and industrial equivalent of 4.5 million people. MWRD owns and operates one of the world's largest water reclamation in addition to basically the treatment plants, and it has the flow that we treat is 1.4 billion gallons, and the entire capacity of all the 7 plants that we have, it's 2 billion gallons per day. These 7 modern water reclamation plants provide excellent treatment for residential and industrial wastewater, meeting permitted discharge limits virtually at all times. So we have to meet the NPDES requirements, and the EPA basically comes and check our effluent standard to make sure that we are following the standards. Not only we are responsible for wastewater treatment for the city of Chicago and the 128 municipalities, the district is also responsible for the stormwater management for the Chicago region. Yeah. So can you go to the next one? Yeah, so this slide shows basically one of our largest water reclamation plant, which is called Stickney Water Reclamation Plant, and it's built on 570 acres, which is 57 hectares. So it's our largest plant in the world. So now let me talk of how do we control the flooding in Chicago. During non-storm events, when there is no wet weather flows or there is no storm going on, all the intercepting sewers bring the flows to our treatment plants, and basically we treat it and put it back into the river system. That's how we handle when there is basically no flood, no storm. So now, out of the 128 municipalities that we serve, 74 municipalities have a separate sewer system, which means the sewage and the storm flows in a different systems, and the remaining 54 municipalities are combined sewer area where stormwater and sewage flows in the same sewer. So basically, out of the 128 municipalities, 74 are combined municipalities where everything are separate, and 54 are combined. During storm events and wet weather flows, stormwater in the separated sewer area is held in 34 large stormwater detention reservoirs to control and to reduce the flood damages. Basically, when there is a wet weather flow and the storm, we take this water into the large reservoirs, the 34 large reservoirs that we have in city of Chicago, basically in the Cook County. And after the storm goes away, we pump this water back into the natural waterways. In the combined sewer area, the district and tunnel reservoir projects protects the Chicago area from flooding. Can you go to the next one, sir? Next one. Hold on. The before. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so now little history of our TARP system. The District Tunnel and Reservoir Project is called TARP. It's one of the country's largest public works project for pollution and flood control for the Chicago region. 4 tunnel systems total 109 miles of tunnels, ranging from 8 feet to 33 feet in diameter, and basically they are like 150 to 300 feet deep below ground. Were built to keep the flood away from the houses and from the combined sewer area. The entire project is was carried out basically in two phases. In the first phase, we built 109 miles of tunnel, and which can carry approximately 2.2 billion gallons of diluted wastewater. The second phase, we constructed reservoirs, and basically the name of those three reservoirs are Majeski Reservoir, and Thornton Reservoir, and McCook Reservoir. So basically the entire top system, consisting of 109 miles of long tunnel and 3 reservoirs, have the capacity of holding 21 billion gallons of diluted wastewater during the storm event in the Chicago region. Basically this, can you go, sir? I'm kind of like used to yeah. So this is basically the schematic or the layout of the tunnel system. So there are 4 different legs of tunnels which are below ground, ranging from again 8 feet to 30 feet in diameter, 150 to 300 feet below ground. So this is the layout. Next one, sir. So these are some of the pictures of the tunnel while in construction. Next one, sir. This is another picture of the tunnel system. So now let me talk about the stormwater management. Our agency was given the authority for stormwater management by the Illinois General Assembly in 2004. MWRD in 2011 finalized a detailed watershed plan for all 6 watersheds for the entire Cook County. Watershed Management Ordinance was created to abate the negative impacts of stormwater runoff from new upstream developments and redevelopment. So basically we developed WMO, it's called WMO, was created to abate the negative impacts basically of the stormwater runoff from new upstream and developments and redevelopments. We also have a small streams maintenance program, was conceived and established in 2006, follows our stormwater management mission to relieve flooding in urbanized areas through immediate and relatively simple remedies. The objective of the program is to remove obstructions and debris in the waterways that impede the natural drainage of Cook County small streams and rivers. MWRD also provide assistance and reimburse municipalities for their flooding issues. So basically, we have a separate budget that budget is allocated to help the municipalities on their local flooding issues like sewer backups and like so many other issues that we basically try to help these municipalities with that budget. MWRD implemented a green infrastructure program to mitigate flood risk by slowing and reducing stormwater discharges. MWRD also provide funding for various green infrastructure programs within the district. So we have a program to promote the green infrastructure within the Cook County. Now for the following slide will show the benefit of green infrastructure. So now let me talk about a few of the benefits of the green infrastructure. So we have a rain barrel program. So we sell this rain barrel to the basically the Cook County residents for $45. And so rain barrels can help to keep the stormwater out of the sewers, and then it can be reused for gardening and for landscaping purposes. And native landscaping, native plants as well adapted to deal our Midwestern climate. Native plants tend to be drought tolerant and don't mind receiving extra water during severe storms. So green roofs are roofs that are partially or completely, can you go next one? Green roofs are roofs that are partially or completely covered with vegetation, so they can absorb rain, provide insulation, create a habitat for wildlife, and help lower urban air temperatures. Rain gardens are depressions in the ground which collects rainwater during storms and store the water for use by the plants within the garden, and slowly allows rainwater to infiltrate into the ground. So other forms of green infrastructure, the porous pavement, which help to reduce stormwater runoff by allowing the water to infiltrate into its open pore space or joints. Stormwater trees can help capture stormwater by soaking up and storing stormwater. Biosoils are shallow depressions created in the earth to accept and convey stormwater runoff. Biosoils use natural means such as vegetation and soil to treat stormwater by filtering out contaminants being conveyed in the water. So between gray and green infrastructure, there is only so much we can do. Effective green infrastructure implementation requires a cultural change. Individuals of all ages needed to take responsibility of our water environment. We need to be conscious of our water use and mindful of not wasting this precious resource. Besides using less water, there are other things individuals can do to help improve the water quality. Give back. Become involved in a community cleanup, landscape responsibilities, reduce your fertilizers and pesticides use, avoid littering and make sure our neighborhoods are clean, and find your voice. Learn how you can join friends, have a voice in the decision making in your community to support clean, healthy neighborhoods on a legislative level. So basically this concludes my presentation, and I wanted to thank everyone for your time, for listening to me. And if any of you are planning to visit Chicago and wanted to visit our treatment plant, see me. Thank you.